Coming up on this episode, would you have trusted Barney Fife to hold your wedding ring?
The ring.
Thanks for stopping by. I did not know that. Classic TV edition. Please like and subscribe.
Please stop saying don't forget to like and subscribe.
Sure, but how are we going to get followers?
I've done quite a few episodes centered around the Andy Griffith Show and the actors and the characters who played in the series. But by far the most popular ones I've done connected to this show are the ones featuring Don Knotts and his beloved character of Barney Fife. So I thought I'd do another one on him and hunt down the very last scenes he ever appeared in as Barney on the Andy Griffith Show, Mayberry RFD, and finally, the movie from 1986, Return to Mayberry. So let's start with the Andy Griffith Show itself. This first clip was a significant moment in Knotts' life. He had made the decision to go into films when he thought the Andy Griffith Show was ending in 1965. Griffith had previously told him he was no longer going to do the show after 5 years, so Knotts signed a 5-year contract with Universal. But Griffith changed his mind and continued with the show another 3 years, so Knotts was unable to be a regular in the series. Here's Knotts in 1965 in his very last appearance on the TV series as Deputy Barney Fife, in this episode called Opie Flunks Arithmetic. I know it's hard to believe, but Barney had made Andy overreact to Opie's poor math score, and he made the whole situation much worse than it had been. In this conclusion to the episode, Barney is going to give Andy and Helen more bits of his wisdom.
It's actually going to happen all I'm
You have to admit that final scene with the look on his face was classic Barney Fife. The uncomfortable situation with Knotts leaving the show to pursue films could have ended badly between Griffith and Knotts, but fortunately their friendship was stronger than the problem. To everyone's delight, Don Knotts returned 5 times after that for Mayberry visits, although he was no longer Andy's deputy. Here's his very last Barney appearance on the Andy Griffith Show called Barney Holds a Summit Meeting in 1968. It's fitting that he and Andy finished the series together on that porch, where they always had so many memorable scenes together.
And those of us who chart the course of world events shall forever remain nameless.
But later on that year, we get one last chance to enjoy Barney Fife in the spin-off series Mayberry RFD. It was the premiere episode of the series, and they wanted to start it off with a bang, so what better way than to have it centered around the wedding of Barney's best friend, Andy Taylor, and his longtime girlfriend, Helen Crump. Barney, of course, was the best man. Would you have trusted Barney Fife to hold your wedding ring?
The ring.
I knew he'd blow it.
The final scene of them together couldn't have been better because we get a sneak peek at Andy on his honeymoon, serenading his new bride with some help.
Let me forget that so long you have roamed. Let me believe that you love as you know.
So that was it forever for Andy and Barney. We thought. It was a long wait, but after 20 years, we got to see Barney Fife one last time again. In Return to Mayberry, almost the entire cast came back for a reunion movie. We get to see Knotts as Barney in uniform again as he attempts to become permanent sheriff of Mayberry. Gomer thinks he has a good chance of winning because he states that Barney hadn't done anything stupid in about a month. And to top it all off, we get to see him finally marry his long-suffering girlfriend, Thelma Lou. Here's the last time we ever see Barney and Andy together. A fitting ending, I think. I do have one caveat to all this. If you follow my channel, you know I did an episode a couple years back on the new Andy Griffith Show from 1971. In the very first episode of that series, Griffith returns, as do Goober and Emmett. But Andy is now Andy Sawyer, and he's married to Lee Merriweather with a couple of kids. Then Don Knotts shows up for Raleigh, calls Andy Ange, and they sit on the porch and talk, just like old times in the old show. Was it Barney Fife? Andy never actually calls him by that name, but it leads you to believe that it was him. As mentioned in my last show, Emmett, Goober, and Barney never showed up again after that first episode. Must have been an alternate reality or something, just a strange little piece of trivia. Well, that's it for this one. It sure is fun digging into the history of these old TV shows. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah? There's something about Mayberry and Mayberry folk that never leaves you.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da.